You're watching Rainnite Gaming. Are you ready for Digimon Odyssey? Follow along as two noobs become digital masters. Come with us as we learn deck building, do's and don'ts for casual and meta, live battles, and much, much more. Join us. Don't forget to help support the channel by going to Dueling Nexus and entering our promo code Rainnite Gaming. Click the link in the description below. Now, back to the action. Ooh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rainnite Gaming. I'm Rainnite, and it is upgrade time for our Beelzemon deck. And to tell you the truth, I had to do a lot of research. Watched a buttload of YouTube. Some of my favorite YouTubers, including Mario Gaming. He's probably my favorite of the Digimon YouTubers. So check him out if you haven't already. And luckily for us, we did not have to break into the new EX5 because there's really nothing in there for the Beelzemon deck. Chalky may have to, but I don't. But I was able to upgrade a bunch of stuff through ordering online, and this is what we have so far. We are running 3 Hagumons. Kind of looks like this is good for just getting your trash going. Then the Yamon, I'm going to run that at 2. Still think it's good. I've seen decks run different ratios of both of these. So that's just what I'm going to try out. Okay, for my Impmons, not a lot has changed, but a little bit has. I'm running 4 of the Impmon from BT2. He's just a really solid guy that when he gets deleted, you get to trash stuff. Really nice. And we are running 4 of the Warp Digivolving one from ST14. He's really good. You always want to run him at 4, I believe. All the different profiles ran him at 4. And then, new card, we're running 2 of the Impmon X Antibody. Running him at 2. I saw a lot of different things running 2 or 4. I'm just going to start out with 2 just to get used to him. Then, of course, the 1 of EX2 Impmon. Really awesome card. That's all the Impmons we're playing right now, but I think it's a pretty good starter ratio. Then, for our level 4s, we are going to continue to run 4 of the Wizardmon. I think he's just a great consistency card and gets you that memory, and it's just a really, really solid mid-range card to go into. And we're continuing on the X Antibody thing with Wizardmon X Antibody. I gotta learn how to use these a bunch, so I figured I'd add as many as I can here and there. And then just 2 Witchmon to finish this off. We don't play a lot of level 4s because we want to try to warp, but these are just a good little ratio to keep going into our stacks. Then we're playing Beelzemon? I don't know how you say that. Continue playing 4 of him. We're not going to play a ton of level 5s like I said with level 4s. We want to try to trash stuff so we can get into our Warp Digivolving. But we are going to do 3 Beelzemon X Antibodies, just to continue with our X Antibody trend and just learn that strategy as well as we can. Getting into the big boys of the deck, we are running 3 of the BT2, and yes, I know I shouldn't have bought the cool arts of this. I already had to, but they look awesome, and I wanted to play them. And then we're playing 3 of kind of our biggest boss one. He's probably our best Beelzemon, and you know, you either want to play 4 or 3. I just decided to do 3 because I was adding some other stuff in. Then Beelzemon X Antibody. He is a beast from what I can tell, and just gets to trash a ton of people's security. And then we're just going to play 1 of Beelzemon Blast Mode. I took out the Bellstarmon, and I didn't get a couple other different Beelzemons that you could put in this deck. So look forward to those. As far as Tamers go, we're just going to play 4 of the Ali and Marco. They're really good. I don't think you need to play any more Tamers or Trainers. This isn't Pokemon. And then I'm playing 3 Deathslinger. Deathslinger, just a really good card to have. I see a lot of decks running 4. I just decided to split things up to try out some new cards. Same thing with Rivals Barrage. This is another fantastic card. You see a lot at 4. I went to 3 just so I could add in some other cards to try them out and kind of see what new cards do. And, excuse me. Then we've got Darkness Wave from ST10. This is really cool because it lets you just trash 3 cards. If we did play some yellow cards, it'd be pretty nice. Then a 1-of Calling of Darkness. This card's just really cool and it's at 1 for a reason. And then I wanted to try out the purple memory boost just because I pulled a couple from boxes and I wanted to use them. I don't have the newer memory boost, so I'm just using the mist memory boost. But when I get my hands on the newer ones, I'll probably put some of those in this eventually. That is the whole deck. It's a nice 50, as all Digimon card decks are. And I think the ratios are pretty decent. We did several test hands, and every test hand started out with an Entmon and had some other things that we could roll into. So I feel like the consistency is definitely there. The one thing I do have to, work on is making sure I know what all the cards do, just sitting, reading them, knowing what they do so I don't have to read while I'm playing, because that's just going to slow you down. One thing I've noticed while watching a lot of replays is starting off in your taming and getting a little bit of a stat going, and then finishing off putting over to your opponent's side after playing a Entmon. That's kind of how most of them go, so I'm kind of getting used to that. And also remembering to play my trainers. Why do I always say that wrong? Tamers. No, that's right. I don't remember. Whatever. The peoples. And other things in that type of the battle zone. While I'm practicing this deck, one thing I'm really working on is making my stacks and remembering, battle phase stuff. So when I'm attacking, making sure I use all of those effects and everything like that. So as you can see, in this one, all I wanted to do was concentrate on making the stack using the new X antibody stuff, just to get used to those bigger stacks working and, getting off different effects. I think this deck is really nice. Like, I've been watching a bunch of stuff and it does very well. Things you can look forward in the future here is I've actually purchased some less expensive decks that I'll be able to play against myself with, or just practice with so I can learn some other strategies. One of those that you're going to see in a couple weeks here is going to be my red hybrid deck, because you can get red hybrid for like $50 for an entire meta deck version of the deck, which is really cool. I'm also buying up a bunch of Digimon stuff because I think there's going to be some future deck options with Digimon, Digimon. So those are going to be some future decks you guys can look forward to. And next week, you're going to be able to see Chalky's version. And then the week after, we're going to duel again. And here shortly, we'll try to make a trip out to locals. So that's going to be it from me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this series and you stay tuned for more episodes. But until then, I'll see you later. See you.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath.